Greetings, true believers. This is J.A.R. 369, and welcome back for another figure review. Today, I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends mini comics wave Banshee, based on his appearance from Giant Size X-Men comic made by Hasbro. Yes. So Hasbro is doing another Marvel Legends line instead of build figures. Why not we get mini comics? Which is pretty interesting. Like if you're like a one of those people who make dioramas for figures, yeah, the mini comics might be good for your 1/12 scale figures. So yeah. So anyway, take a look at the packaging here. You can see it's just similar to the retro carded packaging. You can see the artworks behind the character, and you get the window exposing the figure and the accessories. And there's the image. It's Marvel Legends number 1, 1975. Warning, joking hazard all the way to back. It says Marvel's Banshee, in case you can get confused with a different Banshee. Comic accessory, obviously. And on the back here, there's other figures from this line. You get 3 figures I don't know, like Rom. Well, I know Iron Man, but I'm not familiar with his suit. And Dakin, I don't know. Well, another Wolverine. So yeah, I do know Adam Warlock, and of course the Ultimate Spider-Man / Miles Morales figure. Yeah, I originally pre-ordered this figure, but I decided to cancel it because of the hips on here. You can see the promotional image. The hips looks like they're in, but if you look at the figure, yikes. So yeah, that's about it for the packaging. Let's take out Banshee out of his plastic prison. Oh, I forgot to mention, here's like a little bio about Banshee. Pause the video if you want to read it. So yeah, now let's release Banshee out of the plastic prison. Here's Banshee out of the package. Let's take a closer look at the figure. Let's take a look at the head sculpt here. Well, I would say the head sculpt looks like him from the comics. But again, I'm not too familiar with the character from the comics. I'm more familiar with the character from the X-Men, the old X-Men animated series, and maybe the X-Men First Class film. So yeah, but still really not too bad. Looks pretty good. Not too bad. Head sculpt here. You can see his classic outfit here. And from what I heard, this body sculpt is pretty much exactly the same body as the Marvel Legends X-Force. No, not X-Force. It's the blue and yellow suit that the X-Men characters wore for the comics, I think. Yeah. But I don't have that, so yeah, take a look. Still really not too bad. And you can see some of the wing expansion here on each side of the arms. They may have like this type of fabric material, but I really do not like it. I just wish it was like fabric. Now, whatever material this is, you get the 6-pack here, sculpted in. You get the muscles on the legs and everything. Nothing much in the back. The boots just plain yellow. You see some sculpted details there as well. And on the bottom, there's 2 pegals on the bottom of his feet and some legalese there as well. So yeah, overall for the figure itself, looks pretty decent. Yeah, I'd say Hasbro did really a not too bad of a job with this figure. Now moving on to articulation. The head does have a rotation, but it's hindered by his collar. Well, it does go down this low and does go up this high. The arms do not go fully rotate because it's hindered by the cape or wing extensions, but it does go in and out. And there's a butterfly joint there. Upper arm rotation. Double jointed at the elbows. The wrists do rotate and hinge. Ab goes forward and back. Waist rotation. Legs kick forward and back, in and out. Upper leg rotation. Double jointed at the knees. And there's a boot rotation there, and ankles to go pivot forward, back, and ankle pivot side to side. So yeah, it's just a standard Marvel Legends articulation, but you can still give him some decent amount of posabilities. Well, I don't think you can because, well, he's hindered by the cape. So yeah, for accessories, he does come with quite a few accessories. He does come with some interchangeable hands. You get one pair like a dramatic looking hand, and two gripping hands for holding on the comic book accessory. Well, mainly this one, for example. And both hinges have to go up and down. Yeah, well, on this one it's a bit stuck. I might put some hair dry, heat it up with hair dryer, and so makes it soft. Yeah, so this one hand looks like they're both hands are for gripping holding hands. This one looks like it's holding on a gripping hand, while the other one just like for like a trigger finger holding hand, but he does not come with a gun. Obviously he doesn't, because come on, he can fly. But you can have him like holding the comic book pointing, so that'll be cool. And he does come with the alternate head with the shrieking head, where he screams while he's flying. So let's pop the head off. And yeah, it's a bit stiff, so I would recommend using hair dryer here. But I might display him like this. And finally, he does come with this comic book. You get the Marvel Legends in the back, and this is his first appearance comic. So yeah, you can see all the X-Men characters on there. Looks pretty neat. It looks interesting how Hasbro does that on other figures from this wave. Yeah, pretty cool. But overall, for the figure itself, yeah, I'd say Hasbro did a really not too bad of a job with this figure. Yeah, I'd say they did really great. Yeah, the figure itself looks pretty good. Yeah, the sculpting on the figure looks neat. Well, I'm not sure how I'm going to say, but still really a not too bad looking figure, I would say. Head sculpt looks good. I really like the alternate screaming head, so you can have him fly. But again, it's a bit stiff, so I would recommend using a hair dryer. Articulations is a standard Marvel Legends articulation, but you can give him some decent amount of posabilities. Accessory-wise, besides the interchangeable head and hands, I really like the small mini comic he comes with, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, overall, really not too bad a figure. I definitely do recommend getting this figure if you're a big X-Men fan, or you just want like the classic looking Banshee figure for your collection. So yeah, I definitely do recommend getting this figure anywhere else. For my rate, I'm going to give this Banshee figure I'll give it like a 9 out of 10 for me. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, please consider like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new to my channel, and follow me on Instagram and Threads. Both links will be in the description down below. That's all I have to say. This is the Marvel Legends, mini comics wave Banshee figure made by Hasbro. And this is J.A.R. 369. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next review. And remember, keep on collecting.